So today what we got going on is the all-wheel drive Honda body swapped El Camino. We are B-Series turbo all-wheel drive manual and a Chevy El Camino, a one-of-a-kind build that we are going to make a lot of progress on. I want to get into a lot of paint work and, like I said, just get a lot of things done. Let's get started.
And now you're watching the end of September. Finally some nicer weather is on the way. Sigh! A hurricane's coming, Florida. Channel of YouTube. Welcome to BodeVision.
Hey, so what is up and welcome, and thank you so much for joining me yet again on another video. So let's hit on some business stuff really quickly. In the link down below in the description, my 1965 GMC shop truck could still be yours. Everybody that's participated thus far, I want to thank you so much for your support. Through doing these, that allows me to do what I'm doing every day, do what I love, continue to make content. Doing this funds the next project. Doing stuff like that directly supports me and my shop and helps the projects and helps fund everything and helps keep everything going. So speaking of going, a little bit of the paint job process, I want to jam the car out, then put the car back together, then we will paint the rest of the car. And when I say jam it out, that means paint the door jambs and then the inside of the doors. You will see some paint overspilling onto the rear quarters, and then the car is going to be put all back together, and it's going to be easier for me to show you the process than to explain the exact steps. And by the time you're done watching this video, you'll have a better understanding of what it takes to do a color change on any normal vehicle, and everybody does it a little bit different. I prefer to paint the car all together. Some people would paint the entire car, paint the doors separately, but for this vehicle, we're doing graphics on it, kind of like a 70s style, so the vehicle is going to have to be together so that way all my tape lines up, and like I said, it'll make more sense once we get going. So with the doors on the inside, we got to get a little bit of wax and grease remover going. I just have a maroon scuff pad just so that way I can scuff the surface. No one's really going to see this, but it still is an important step. We want to prep it so that way the paint's not going to flake off, or, you know, some people will see it. And also too, for this, I don't have door panels, and El Camino door panels are kind of weird. They're either like a red or blue or brown or something kind of crazy. I might just do a custom flat door panel, especially because in this area the dash kind of is really close. So I don't even know, we might do more of like a race car style flat panel and then do some kind of fabric on that that matches the dash a little bit better. So it'll be a mixture of kind of like a race car and blending it aesthetically, just doing something that I feel like makes sense. And this is just me kind of thinking about what I will be doing here in the future, because I'm not ready to do that yet. The first thing is we got to get these doors painted, and I'm only going to come in so far. No need to get that championship white all over the entire thing, because I know this perimeter edge will be a door panel, so I'll come in a few inches more. No need to waste any paint or product or anything else like that. here we go. I got a bunch of stuff set up. Everything that's not the exterior of the car is going to be sprayed right now. The inner edge of the fenders, there's a little piece in the front that the grill mounts to. I'm going to be painting that. The inside of the doors, I'm going to be doing the door jambs as well. Now you might notice, or you will see eventually here, that I'm not going to be priming them. I'm just going to, in this session, I'm going to knock them out. Sealer, base coat, clear coat, but the sealer I'm going to actually reduce it a little bit less, so that way it lands a little bit thicker to fill out some of these scratches. And in the door jamb, I don't feel like it's always necessary to prime it and then sand down that primer like I did with the exterior of the car, because at the end of the day, none of this is even seen, so it only has to be halfway decent. So it'll be a little better than halfway decent. So let's just go ahead and get this knocked out. Got the sealer mixed up, ready to go. Sealer, base coat, clear coat, done. All right, so let me walk you through what we got. We got this jam over here, looking really nice. We obviously got that other jam over there. And then out here, we got the insides of the doors. We also have the inside over there, the inside of both fenders. We also got a dog laying in the sun. What's up, Lola? And then these over there. And then this guy that holds the grill and the bumper and all that stuff. Fenders right there, you know, everything. So it has been some time now. This is safe to go ahead and get it pulled off. You want to wait a little while, but not too long. If any dirt lands in here, it's no big deal. Also, because of what this car is, I really don't mind. It's on the insides of the doors. We're just pushing to get this thing going. And I am also going to have to build some new side pieces for my dash. Finish out the dash. This was the first step in the right direction to get the car put back together, so that way we can do that exterior paint job. That's what I'm really looking forward to. So overall, this looks nice. I'm happy with it. No complaints for me on this stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this ripped off. Then we'll figure out where else this video is gonna go. Alright, so that's set up nicely. I'm going to give that a little bit of time to dry. So right now what I have going on is I got my P28 right there. I'm going to take that over to my tuner. He's in Sanford, and what better thing to do than take the shop truck, the dumper. If I'm going to be driving around and I still have the truck and the weather is relatively nice, about 82 degrees right now, you know for sure I am going to take the shop truck while I still have it. With this truck is going to end up with a real good truck. Over the last few months, because this truck has been done now for probably maybe like 6 months or so, but through the last few months I've just been refining it, making sure that everything's good to go. I had to completely rework the clutch because it was having some problems. The The rod was coming over too far, so it had bent, so I moved it over on the pedal. I built a little extension bracket just so that way our throw for our clutch is a lot more linear, and that seemed to fix it. Everything is all good. Now all you gotta do is drive this bad girl. Super good truck, man. And right now that it's cooling down, this is its time to shine. Horrible time for me to be getting rid of it, but it is what it is. We got to do what we got to do to keep the shop moving, keep the lights on, keep new projects coming in. Last week I actually did a lot of work on gathering some parts for a new project, and that's why it's been a little while since I came out with a video, because I've been running around dealing with that other stuff. I have been filming, but my idea for that video or that video series is I would like to get a whole lot done before I come out with the first video, so that way it actually seems to be moving on a lot quicker. I'm just kind of trying to do a little bit of a couple different things for my channel to see what works better and whatnot. Longer videos, shorter videos, how much gets done. It's all about figuring out a balance. So let's throw some gas in this thing, not block the diesel pump, and then we'll make our way over there to the tuner. I know a lot of people think it's crazy that the gas tank is in the cab with you, but that's how it is. It's behind the seat. That's the way they made it. That's the way I left it. All right, so we got, I threw $20 in the tank. That'll be plenty for us to get over there. All right, let's get with the tuner now. All right, so here we are back at the shop. We already have some funky weather coming on in. As you may or may not know, in Florida, we got a hurricane that will be here today. Tomorrow, I think tonight. We shouldn't get it too bad over here in Central Florida. I think the Panhandle, like the Big Bend, they're going to be pretty tough. But I'm not a weatherman. You're not here to see me talk about weather. So let me talk about something that is a little bit more important to the topic for us to stay focused. So I had to get the ECU dropped off. So earlier in the video, you might have saw me pushing the car around, and you might have been wondering why I just didn't drive it. So the car, after I did all of the turbo stuff, it would not run. The injectors are different, the map sensor is different, the fuel pump is different, and the stock computer is set up for the stock configurations of the stock vehicle. And with all of these aftermarket things, it is not going to work. So I needed to take my computer to the tuner so that way he could load a base map on it, just so that way it could run. He could have also emailed me a file, but he's really close, so I just dropped it off with him. Once he gets the base map on the computer, we'll come back, we'll get the El Camino, Honda Mino, we will get this all running and working. I will make sure I have no coolant leaks and just make sure everything is okay for an initial startup, and that base map tune is going to be perfect for that. Once that's all set up and good to go, we will actually get it tuned. So let me get out of the rain over here. I want to get the doors hung up a little bit later. I think in the meantime, I'm going to spend some time blocking the car, and then my father's going to stop and help me so we can hang the doors. I could hang the doors by myself, but I don't want to risk dropping them. I've dropped them before. So let's get back to work now that we're back at the shop. And I don't know how your guys' dogs are. If it's raining, she doesn't care at all. I guess because she's a working dog. But okay, come on Lola, let's go inside. I gotta get to work, come on. And you're not gonna stay in the shop. Come on. Okay, we'll see you later. Peace out. I have just been blocking the car 320 over the entire surface, and 320 is a little bit rough, and I have 320 on the sticky back block, but I want to refine the surface one last time. Then after that 320, we are going to get those deeper scratches out with a 400 grit. Then we are going to pressure wash the entire surface and go over it with a degreaser and a maroon scuff pad. This is roughly 400 as well. And since I am doing this championship white, 400 is plenty good. If you were to do like metallic silver or anything, you would probably want to sand up to a 600 to make sure that surface is quite a bit smoother. But for what we got going on, 400 is going to be perfect. So I blocked out this rear quarter, I did guide code and blocked out over there. I need to do that fender, which is still off the car because I was getting the door gaps all fitted together. I need to make sure my doors go on perfectly and they are perfectly aligned, or as good as I can possibly get them, because when I do the paint job and lay out my graphics, there's going to be some lines that are crossing over these, and if the door gaps aren't correctly, or if the door is sagging a little bit, then you get the lines going. That is not a good look. So we are working towards getting the car put back together for the final time and getting this thing running, and I'm looking forward to all that, as well as looking forward to you joining me on all of those projects. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the link down in the description down below to have a chance to win that 1965 GMC 2500 shop truck. I will see you later. I'm out. All right. See ya. Say bye.